Hi everyone, Miss Sarah here to read The Invisible Boy. It is by Trudy Ludwig, another great one to build your at-home library with. This book is one that is going to help my students out with one of their social skill lessons coming up. So let's enjoy this wonderful book by Trudy Ludwig called The Invisible Boy. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Mrs. Cartouille has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. Nathan has problems with what Mrs. Cartouille says volume control. He uses his outside voice inside too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first, then the best friends of the best players, then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian is left waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team. And he tells the others, let's play ball. How do you think Brian's feeling, guys? In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, says Madison. Everyone did except Brian. He wasn't invited. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table doing what he does best. He draws fire-breathing dragons, scaling tall buildings, space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, greedy pirates digging for treasures, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. On Monday morning, Mrs. Cartouille introduces Justin, a new student to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. And the kids laugh. All of them. That is, except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin, I thought the belugi looked good, Brian. He's saying yum in his picture. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. You're Brian, right? Yeah. Thanks for the note. Hey, Justin, Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. You're up next. Sorry, I gotta go, says Justin. By the way, that's a really cool drawing, he adds, before taking off. Back in class, Mrs. Cartouille asked the kids to team up in twos or threes for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. I'm already with Justin, says Emilio. Find someone else. Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could drill a hole right there to swallow him up. Mrs. Cartouille said we could have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio. Let him work with us. Okay, I guess. Mrs. Cartouille gives class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in this photograph. Use your imagination. Have fun. Whoa, cool, says Emilio. What kind of people do you think would live in houses like that? I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story, says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. Look at them working hard on their project. Look at all the smiles, which means they're probably green zone happy right now. Yellow zone excited working together. It's lunchtime again, Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes talking and laughing with everyone else but him. Brian hears someone shout, "Hey Brian, over here!" Brian turns and sees Justin's waving over to him. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Maybe, just maybe, Brian isn't so invisible after all. Pretty sweet, guys. See all the cool drawings they're doing at the back of the story. That was a pretty awesome book. I hope you guys enjoyed The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig. I know I did. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys can spread some kindness today, just like we saw here in The Invisible Boy. Thanks, guys. Bye.